So hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Code for Half. So guys, in the previous video we have saw about the dealing with the indexes, like how we can achieve the column by using the indexes. We saw the general method of dealing with the indexes. Now in today's video I'm going to talk about the log and ilog method. Yes guys, log and ilog method is the other method of using the indexes. There is some simple method of dealing with the indexes which we saw in the previous video. If you have not saw that video, then please go to my playlist and please watch that video. So okay guys, without any delay, let's get start the videos. And before starting the videos, if you have not subscribed my channel, then please do subscribe it and please like and share my videos. So let's get start. So first I will open my Jupyter notebook. So here is my Jupyter notebook and I have already loaded my BI text data, that is BI dataset. Now I'm going to run this. So ref. So here's my beer dataset. It's contained in name, calories, sodium, alcohol, and cost. All the information about the beer. That here's the name of all the beers. So let's see about the log and ilog. So first I will talk about the log method. So log is nothing. It's just a label base, which means if you want to use the log for indexing, then you need to pass the name of the rows and columns instead of passing indexes. So in the log, we do not need to pass the index values. We just need to pass the name of the columns or rows. So let's see this with an example. So let's suppose that I want this rows from 0 to all the rows. So I will type and this name column. So I will just type here df dot and I'm going to use log, and inside this I'm going to pass just 1. So what it will do, it is going to just return all these rows from starting from the 1 till the end. So let's see this. I'm going to run this. So I run this. So here it represents all the column starting from the 1, that is name, calories, sodium, alcohol, and cost. So it returned me all the columns starting from the 1, that is, you can see that name, calories, sodium, alcohol, and cost. Let's suppose that if I want all the rows and some specific column, so what I will do, I'm just going to pass a column which will return all the rows of this data table. Now, comma, I'm going to pass the name of the column which I want. So I want the calories column. So I will pass here calories and run this. So you can see that I got my all the rows and the calories column. This is my all the data of the calories column. Now what if I want to retrieve the multiple column? So for retrieving the multiple column, I will just pass this inside a list. I'm going to pass this calories inside a list. Okay, and I'm going to remove this. So for retrieving the multiple column, I need to pass the column names inside the list. So I will pass another name. Let's suppose that with the calories column, I also want to say sodium and the name of the beer. So I'm going to pass here name and also sodium. Yeah, sodium. So let's run this. So you can see my data set. It's contain all the rows starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and all the columns name which I want to retrieve, which I have mentioned in my log method. So calories, name and sodium. So this is the method of using log. Now let's see some more about the log method. So let's suppose that I only want the rows from 0 to 6. So what I will do, and I also want the name and calories column, or let's suppose that I only want the name column. So what I will do, for getting the rows from only 0 to 5, so okay, let me run this again. Sorry, let me pass the values. So for getting the rows only from 0 to 5 and column name, I will just use the range function for the rows. Let's suppose that I want the rows from not 0. Let's suppose that I want rows from 1, range from 1. I'm using a range 1 to 7 and I want the name column. So for column, I'm going to pass the name of that column. So the name of my column is already a name. So I'm gonna run this now. So here you can see that now I got the values of rows from 1 to 7 and also the name, all the 7 values of name, all the 7 names from the name column. Now let's see about the using the lock method, retrieving the column with some kind of condition. What if you want a column with some condition? So for using the condition, I will use here just condition, and then I'm going to pass the name of my data. So let's suppose first I want all the column, all the data of this, let's suppose this calories column whose values is greater than 100. So let's suppose that I want all the values greater than 100 of calories, greater than or equal to 100. So let's run this. So you can see that here I got all the calories greater than 100, and it removed all the values which were lesser than the 100. So this is the another way of using the lock method. Let's say I want dot lock and I want that, let's pass some conditions at it. So what condition I can pass is that, let me see that. So suppose that I want the values that index of values of alcohol greater than 3. So I'm going to pass here df dot alcohol greater than or equal to 3, and I only want the column, like which I just want the column name, name and sodium. So you can see that I got all the values of the alcohol, which is, did I make some mistake? So okay guys, here you can see that what it has done is that, so here I got all the values whose, like the name whose alcohol consumption is greater than 3, and the sodium column related to corresponding to which the alcohol values is greater than 3. So this is the way of retrieving the column on the basis of some condition. So let's see something more. Let's suppose that, let's see the range functions. Let's deal with the range function. So I'm going to use the df dot log, and inside this, let's suppose that I want the, which I have already told you about this. Let's see with one more example for this. Let's suppose I want the column starting from the 5th, rows starting from the 5th till 9. So let's run this. You can see that I got all the rows which are starting from the 5th and ending at 9. So okay guys, this is all about the log method. Now let's see about the ilog. What is ilog? So ilog is nothing, it's just a index based label, it's just an index based method. So here, instead of passing the name of column, you need to pass the index values of that column. You need to pass the index values of rows and column if you want to deal with the ilog method. It's very simple. Let's see with the example. So let me show you the example of using the ilog method. So let's suppose that df dot ilog, and inside this is the way of getting all the rows. I want all the rows of my table, of my data set, and what I want is I want the name and name, calories and sodium column. So instead of passing the name of this column, I'm going to pass the index values of this column. So what's the index values? So its index values is 2, 1, and starting with 1 and 1, 2, 3, and let's run this. calories and sodium. Okay guys, sorry, I forgot that it uses the index values from 0. So name is my 0th column, calories is first, and sodium is second, alcohol is third. This is how. So it has given me 1, 2, 3 columns, like 0, 1, 2, 3. So calories and sodium column. And also please mention that this 3 is not included. If you want this alcohol column 2, then you need to pass one more one value greater than the column value which you want. So I want this alcohol 2, so I will pass here 4. So you can see that you get all the column, calories, sodium and alcohol. So this is the way of dealing with the iLog method using the range. Now let's see something more. So let's suppose that I want the rows from 0 to 2. So I will type here definition.ilog, dataframes.ilog, and here I'm going to pass in the double parenthesis from 0 to 3, let's suppose that. So you can see that I got the 0th and 3rd rows. So this is the way of dealing with the rows with the iLog. If you want some specific rows, then you just need to pass the index values of that row. You will get that rows. So this is the way of dealing with the iLog. Now let's see something more, and let's see if I want to get the column and rows based on the indexes, then what I will do. So for that I will use dataframe, my dataframe.ilog, and inside this I'm going to I'm going to pass the rows number. Let's suppose that I want the first, fourth and fifth rows, and for column I want the 0th, 3rd and 2nd. Let's suppose that I want like this. So now let's run this. Now here you can see that I got my rows with the indexes which I have mentioned, like 1, 4, 5, and the column indexes. So I have mentioned the column indexes: 0th for name, and 3rd for alcohol, and 2nd for sodium. So this is how you are going to deal with iLog if you want to get the multiple rows and columns on the basis of indexes. So this is the method of getting this. Now let's see about the range method, how you can use the range in iLog. So for that I'm use definition.ilog, and inside this iLog I'm going to pass the range. Let's suppose this I want the number of rows ranging from 4 to 5th. So I will type here 4th column. So I want the up to the 5th. So I need to pass here 6, because I need to pass one value greater than this. So now let's run this. You can see that I got the value range from 4th to 6, that is 4 to 5. I want to 4 to 5, so I need to pass here one extra value, that is 6, and I got 4 and 5. All the number ranges from this method. So this was the telling about the rows. Now let's suppose if I want to get all the values of rows and columns in some ranges. Now let's see that how I can do this. I will type here dataframe.ilog, and inside this let's suppose that I want value ranging from 1 to 4. So I will type here 5, because I want 1 to 4, so I need to pass one extra value, and the column 2 and 4, ranging from 2 to 4. So from 2 and 4. So now let's run this. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. So here you can see that I got all the columns ranges from 1 to 5, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and all the rows 1, 2, 3, 4 ranging from 1 to 5, and all the columns ranging from 2 to 4, that is sodium and alcohol. So you can see that my second column is sodium, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more thing you need to mention here, that for column, if you mentioning here that 4, then you will get the number of column 1 less than that 4. So if you also want that 4th column, then you need to pass here 5th. So please mention that. Please remind that this, you have to remember this. If you want the fourth column true, then you, instead of passing this fourth here, you need to pass the fifth. So this was the, so okay guys, this was all about using the log and alog method, how you can use the conditions and apply the conditions. So this was all about log and alog method. So what we saw in today's video, that log is a label based indexing method in which you need to pass the name of the column instead of passing the index values, and the ilog method is the index based method. Like here, instead of just passing the column name, you just need to pass the index values of that column name and you will get all your information. So okay guys, this was all about using log and alog method. If you like my video, then please subscribe my channel and please share this video and also press the like button. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.